Welcome back, all you warriors. Another episode, Elite Landscape Life Stories. We have our second shift episode today because not everybody works first shift. All over the country, people work first, second, third. And we started at noon today. So the goal is to work from 12 to 6 and make $880. We'll see if that happens. This was our first 80. So we're gonna roll along, and the next two properties are normal, nice and big. The first cut is $300 and the next one is $210. After those two, we have a special treat of chaos, hazards, bees, snakes, poison ivy, you name it, it'll be there. So stick around to the end of the video and you'll see the misery sometimes you gotta do to make money. All right. Yeah, we go around the entire property and blow out all the beds every single trip. You're gonna get a little bit of stuff in there, weed eating, wind blowing, you name it. Gotta keep everything nice and tidy. So here we are at our next stop, the amazing forest property. That's what we call it, the forest property. This is where we did the big lawn installation job. There's a series of videos out there with the lawn install. We use the stump grinder, skid steer, and it turned out okay for the first season. We're gonna be working on it. So I keep telling you guys that upselling your clients is the best way to make the most money out here. And we just did an upsell for this property yesterday, and I'll talk it through and show you real quick. I go after larger properties because there's always more stuff to keep me busy throughout the whole year, but you can upsell to any size property, okay? Basically, let's look real quick. So we have these 5 gardenias that they don't really like this zone that we're in down here in the Virginia mountains. They don't usually make it to the winter time. Sometimes they just crisp out and get nasty. So we're going to replace these gardenias with some evergreen boxwoods, and we'll create a hedge right here. And that way, if they want seasonal colors, they can put a potter plant right there, and they can fill this little area here with some decorative flowers. We're also going to be trimming the bushes while we're here, which they don't need a lot, just touch-ups like that one there. But between the bushes being planted, replaced, trimming the bushes, mowing the property, the entire property, this trip, and the tree work that we have on the trails they go through, yeah, let me talk to you real quick. So this property has a lot of trails that go through it, and I have videos of me riding my Scag through the trails, first time cutting through it and cleaning it up. But we have some overhanging widowmakers throughout the trails that we got to take care of. Some other dead trees that were leaning over, and that came out to $1,200. So basically, by the end of the month, we'll have 2 mowings, all this work accomplished, and it'll come out to about $3,300 at the end of the month. And that's compared to normally a $600 monthly bill just for mowing twice. So yeah, y'all keep on grinding and working on this property. We are on a time crunch, so we'll check back in. And I'm back. So basically, after I get done mowing, because the boys have such a strenuous job here, weed eating majority of this roadway, after I mow, I grab the blower and I walk the gauntlet down blowing it. And no, I already know this, if I had a stand on, I could put the backpack on my back. I don't have a stand on, I don't need one. So I took a little brisk walk. Didn't take much time, and they're up there cleaning themselves up, blowing the very front entrance, and I'm back at the truck. So, as you can see, it's a large property, and every bit worth $300. That goes hour and a half. It takes the three of us. So, hey, rolling on to the next place. We'll check back in. Yeah, look, I had to match the Scags today. So, we already know this property. We love it, right? It's one of the funnest properties to ride our zero turn on. If you never tried a zero turn, go demo one, see how they ride. I'm a huge fan of them, and I've been riding around on them like 25 years. Yeah, I've been out here for 30, so 25 years I've been riding on the zero turns. I've ridden the X-Mart, which I loved the X-Mart for over a decade, and then I switched over to the Scags. Now, the mower brand that motivated me to go to Scag was John Deere, because my buddy had the Big Daddy John Deere. As soon as I felt that power, I was like, oh yeah, I need to get the horsepower, and I need to get that transmission power to knock these properties out, and I'll be loving life. And as soon as I made that switch and got a bigger, badder mower, I was able to grow my route immensely. It's such a time saver. All right, so if you do have large yards, it's all right. I started off using a 48-inch walk behind belt driven. I would still do this. No, I wouldn't. I'm lying. I wouldn't still do that. I'd find a way to afford a zero turn. That's what I would do. So we'll check back in. Here comes Dalton. Tyler has the backyard pool duty, so he's got to go up there, get that backyard done. Then he grabs a weed eater and weed eats. Alright guys, we rocked that stuff out pretty quick. It's 3:48 right now. The boys are up there with 2 blowers going, and they're getting the place cleaned up for us. Now, we did have a good time doing the double cut pattern on it, and yeah, I think it turned out nice. So, obviously, I love my Scag mowers. I've had them for 10 years. Well, the one for 10 years, and the other one for 3 or 4. I think it's the 3rd year, 4th, whatever. Time flies, man. At any rate, the point is, would I switch brands? Yeah. I mean, I would switch brands if someone else delivered the product that I can depend on. Because in those 10, 11 years I've been in business using Scag as my mowers, I've had such small amount of downtime that I couldn't fix personally within a day's worth of getting parts from my dealer. Because dealer sport's the most important thing. If you're gonna buy a nice, awesome mower, you better have a good dealer that takes care of you. You better take care of him in other ways, you know. I'll get back at you. I'll switch mower brands. Throw something at me. I mean, whatever. Yeah, I got to demo it for a year, but a mower's a mower as long as it can cut and endure the process of the everyday grind. Because humans can. I don't see why a mower shouldn't. My thoughts. All right, here we are. Misery at its finest in this profession. Guaranteed. We got thorns, poison ivy, snakes, ticks, probably bees, but we got this funky driveway edge that we got to take care of. So, like I said earlier in different videos, if you're going to put yourself through hell and misery doing work to make money, charge enough to where at least you're smiling while you're doing the misery, okay? Now, I didn't expect to get this because I bid at $300 an hour for me and the boys to be out here cleaning stuff up for them. But here we are. So, we're going here and do the best we can and see what kind of difference we can make in the property, because it's a very, very large property with a lot of outbuildings at it, and this is just the beginning. So, yeah, that's got to get cleaned up too. I'll touch back in, let you see the progress. So we start up here, these trees, and this is just full of funky stuff. So, I'm gonna hit some hedge trimmers on it while the boys are weed eating the trees on this other side and going down to this other creek that we gotta clean up. And that way it'll be a little bit easier when we get rocking and rolling through here. I think the hedge trimmers will come in handy for us. Goes down there. And we're gonna clean up both sides of that creek. Both sides of the creek covert. As well as the trees on the driveway. So, yeah, we'll do it. Well. Looks like we did it. That is some serious hedge trimming action, man. That was a lot. So, I don't like it. That's all I gotta say. Not anything fun. Not anything that I want to sign up for again. But, honestly, to be real, the guy's old. He can't do this work anymore for himself. And I felt bad that his place is getting in this state of repair. So I didn't mind doing it. And it's not ripping people off at $300 an hour to go through poison ivy swag and everything else you can think of. So, yeah. I'm coming back here next Wednesday, maybe Tuesday. And we'll go around the house and the outbuildings and the fences and the fences and the fences. So, as always, be good if you can. Always be kind. And above all, love each other. Elite landscape style. Peace. Man. all these trees. And we got the sign cleaned up for him. So, yeah. Oh,